Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to call this regular meeting of council to order at 7 p.m. on June the 4th, 2024. We'll stay seated for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you very much. So during the month of May, I attended 14 meetings on county and municipal business. On May 22nd, 2024, I attended the Mesa meeting, which was organized by the Ottawa Valley Ontario Health Team, Renfrew County District Health Unit, and the County of Renfrew. This was a full-day event of presentations and collaboration with community support organizations committed to providing wraparound services for individuals who are experiencing homelessness, addictions, and/or mental health challenges. From March 22nd to April 22nd, 2024, the Mesa team had 147 client encounters. There were 69 new clients onboarded to the paramedic service electronic medical record system. The top 4 reasons for the paramedic encounters were community outreach, hospital diversion, wellness check or concern, and clinical intervention. Excuse me. On February 24th, 2024, Miramichi Lodge received outstanding butterfly accreditation status from the Meaningful Care Matters audit. Miramichi Lodge is one of only 4 homes in all of Canada awarded outstanding status. County awarded the contract for rehabilitation of Lake Dory Road from Spurward Road to Trailblazers Road for 2.28 kilometers to Boncher Excavating Inc. for $1,377,377.04 plus taxes. On Monday, May 27th, 2024, I attended a Renfrew County Day at Queen's Park, which was arranged by our MPP, John Yakubuski. We attended question period in the morning and met with the following MPPs in the afternoon. Minister Parza, who's the Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, Minister Calandra, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, Minister Flack, Associate Minister of Housing, Minister Surma, who's the Minister of Infrastructure, Minister Thompson, Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, Minister Tabolo, Minister of Mental Health and Addictions, and Minister Sakari, Minister of Transportation. We were given half an hour or more for each minister, showcasing the Mesa Team mobile community outreach program in Renfrew County, as well as Renfrew County housing initiatives. Plus, the schedule for Highway 17 expansion was also discussed. I want to thank Councillor Robinson for representing North Algona Wilberforce at the Algonquins of Pequotnagon First Nations Water Treatment Plant ceremony in Golden Lake on May 29th, 2024. And that is my mayor's address. And I have a motion that the June 4th, 2024 mayor's address be accepted as presented. Moved by Councillor Burns, seconded by Councillor Buckholz. Comments, questions? Councillor Burns? Yes. Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Buckholz?
Yes.
Councillor Reicher-Schonfeld?
Yes.
And a yes. It's carried. Thank you. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof? Oh, and I apologize, I forgot to read our acknowledgement. As we gather this evening, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. And we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. So we'll move on to the adoption of the minutes. And I have a motion that the February 12th, 2024 special council meetings, the March 5th, 2024 Committee of Adjustment minutes, and the May 21st, 2024 regular council minutes be approved as presented. Moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Burns. Any additions, corrections, or minutes? Councillor Burns.
On February the 12th, a special meeting, 5.1. Council Buckwalter moved it, but there was no seconder from that one.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Staff will, do you have the correction there?
I just put as amended in the resolution.
Okay. So I'll ask for the vote. Councillor Burns?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Buckwell?
Yes.
Councillor Rakeshonko?
Yes.
I mean, yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 7.1 is the Boncher Union Public Library, and I have a motion that the Boncher Union Library CEO and board reports be accepted as information. Moved by Councillor Buckwell, seconded by Councillor Rakeshonko. Comments or questions? Councillor Rakeshonko?
When, are they watching like a movie there? Like the is that the Chronicles of Narnia? Is that like a movie? Yeah, okay, so just, at our last recreation meeting, that never happened. I guess you need licenses to show movies in public, so I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
they do.
Do they have a license? Would they be able to lend a license to something like Dory? If we wanted to, like if our rec committee wanted to show a movie?
To ask the CEO whether or not they could extend it.
If, at your next library meeting, whenever that would happen, could you ask them that?
Yeah, so you want to know
If they could extend the licensing to something like the North Algona Recreation Committee? Thank you.
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councillor Burns?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Buckwell?
Yes.
Councillor Rakeshonko?
Yes,
And yes, that is carried. Thank you. And 7.2 is the fire department report. I have a motion that council accepts the report as presented and declare the equipment listed surplus and direct staff to dispose of the item in accordance with township policies. And that any income received from the sale of the surplus equipment goes into the fire department equipment reserves. I get a mover in a second, moved by Councillor Burns, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Comments or questions? Councillor Rakeshonko?
do you know, did all the firefighting lights or any of that paraphernalia come off that truck before we? put it
It will,
auction?
it will before it goes.
So basically what goes up for auction is just the plain Jane
The
Bear truck. Thank you.
What's left of it?
Well, it did last a long time considering,
Yeah.
you know,
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councillor Burns?
Yes.
Councillor Robinson?
Yes.
Councillor Buckwell?
Yes.
Councillor Rakeshonko?
yes,
I'm a yes. It's carried. Thank you. Item 7.3 is our public works updates and a report. I have a motion that council accepts this report. Request for proposal NAW 2024-04, 1500 series, 1/2 ton truck, and that council accepts the proposal from Summer Brother Motors, Killaloe, Ontario, with an all-inclusive price of $62,255.33. Moved by Councillor Buckwell, seconded by Councillor Robinson. Comments or questions? Councillor Rakeshonko?
is the truck that this is replacing, is it like out of service now, or what will be done with it? Will it go up for auction also?
It will need to be surplus equipment and I think it's almost 400,000 kilometers. And the cleaner is using it right now, so it needs to be removed short, I guess.
So when the new truck comes, is that what you're gonna do then?
One stock number of feet or something, yeah, and
Like the old truck?
the old truck will have to be taken away.
Right, but when you get the new truck, then the old truck will be, okay. Thanks.
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councilor Burke?
Yes.
Councilor Robinson?
Yes.
Councilor Buckland?
Yes.
Councilor Rector Schoenfeld?
Yes,
I mean, yeah. It's carried, thank you. Item 7.4 is Public Works RFP. And that council accepts this report, request for proposal, NAW 2024-05, a 350 3500 series one-ton truck, and the council accepts the proposal from Boyers GMC Bancroft, Ontario, with an all-inclusive price of $130,061.87. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Burke. Comments or questions? Councilor Rector Schoenfeld?
so the old snowplow or the old equipment that was on the old truck, is that declared surplus now? And we couldn't use it on the new truck?
This, the vehicle itself is out of commission right now. It's not operable. The sanding unit that was on it was very, very small and very old also. So this truck will have a 3 cubic yard box on it, and it should be able to do its complete route with one load. So
And so the snowplow that was in the old one is going on the new one?
no.
So it's a new
This is
snowplow
complete-
too?
It's a complete plow package, sanding unit and truck for 130.
Okay,
And then the other equipment, will go to surplus.
okay.
Yeah.
And then will that go on, like you'll just do a whole thing like what the fire department's doing,
Yeah,
deals or
well,
whatever? Okay. And where will the extra money come from? That we budgeted for 115, it's actually
So
30.
we did budget 115 and we only pay a very minimal portion of the taxes. So we pay, I think it's 1.79% of the federal tax base. So we do pay it up front, but then we do receive the refund. So we're pretty much within
The
a
115?
couple $1,000 of the 115.
Because the other truck came in about 12,000 under.
Yeah.
So between the two, it should be just about balanced out.
And even the other vehicle, the first half ton, it was budgeted at 55,000. You'll only pay probably a little bit over, 56.5.
Okay.
Because we do get the tax rebate on it.
Yeah, thank you.
So they're pretty much within, but one's way under budget and one's just at budget line.
Councilor Buckle, do you?
I was just gonna make the comment that it was good to see that between the two, we came out within budget,
Right.
the two trucks.
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councilor Burke?
Yes.
Councilor Robinson?
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald?
Yes.
Councilor Rector Schoenfeld?
Yes,
Yes. That's carried, thank you. Item 7.5 is the Trillium Seed Grant. I have a motion that council accepts the Trillium Seed Grant report as presented. And staff recommend that no programming related to grants be applied for until the senior leadership position has been filled. I'm gonna move her in a seconder. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Burt. Comments or questions? Councilor Ricky Thompson.
so this is in reference to the Trillium Seed Grant report, right? And I was just wondering on the end of the first paragraph where it said, staff propose applying for community programming Trillium Seed Grant to expand these offerings throughout the township. I was just wondering what that would look like.
So essentially, we want to move towards applying for the seed grant and the growth grant and the expansion because it builds into core funding for programming. But just revisiting the programming we're offering now, I think that we should wait until we have a clear mandate with the leadership position filled to decide on programming instead of kind of doing it without a larger plan in place.
And when you say senior leadership, that's the new CAO.
Yeah, exactly.
Is just for clarification, Cameron, is this program also one that they like to see lots of collaboration with other organizations, or is it pretty much run independent at each municipality?
This one, I mean, they all want a lot of collaboration, but this is an annual program, and so I do think we'll have more opportunities to create a more fulsome plan with it. And the idea is that it's sort of like the seed as a pilot, and then if it's successful, then you build on it. And at this point, we're just not really. We don't have a recreation coordinator, we don't really have a plan to have a core programming necessarily yet. So maybe that's a conversation that the new, the new direction, however that, moves forward, we'll have a conversation about programming in general.
Well, and we'll be busy with the swim program since it's been absent for 3 years now, so it'd be nice to see that coming back. Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, Council Burns.
Yes.
Council Robinson.
Yes,
Council Blackwell.
Yes.
Council Reckley.
Yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 7.6 is the community gardens, and I have a motion that council accepts the community garden report as information. Moved by Councilor Bucknell, seconded by Councilor Burns. Great pictures. Comments or questions? Councilor Reckley.
thanks Melvin for being on the tractor there and not wrecking anything. The other thing too is, could I ask staff to maybe officially send Sherry a thank you card or something like on, let's say, even North Algona letterhead? That's just a nice thing to do,
That's a good idea, yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Councilor Robinson.
I was just wondering, I mean, it's exciting to see, but has it been beyond the filling up? Has it been?
Sorry, that's a question.
Has it beyond filling it up? Have we had participant actually putting things in?
So there's 4 beds that are filled, and then 4 beds that we were just having a conversation about putting stone in the bottom and then the topsoil on top. And there's been a lot of people interested in, is it gonna be private plots or how is it gonna shake out? And so part of the grant is to encourage the community to step into leadership. So I'm trying to encourage them to make the decisions about how it's gonna be managed after this year, after the funding. How they're gonna decide how it's parceled out. So I guess I have some suggestions for how it should be done, but it's gonna be up to them to decide, so.
Are residents actually coming forward saying, I want to do this, want to do that, or is it just in the explorative stage?
So right now, it's the board of the food bank and then some volunteers of the food bank who volunteer with other stuff. And like the food bank did have a community garden, a really small 10 by 10 box before in someone's yard. So this is an expansion of that, and they have, volunteers who are maybe more interested in gardening than some of the other things that could be done at food bank. So
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councilor Burns.
Yes.
Councilor Robinson.
Yes,
Councilor Bucknell.
Yes.
Councilor Reckley.
Yes,
And a yes, that is carried. Thank you. Item 7.7 is the tax rate bylaw. And I have a motion council adopt bylaw 2024-32 to establish the 2024 tax rates. Moved by Councilor Bucknell, seconded by Councilor Robinson. Comments or questions? Councilor Reckley.
it's nice to see this. I'm just wondering, and I know like the staffing, but I'm wondering if we could get quarterly reports now from finance about how we're doing in regards to like what we budgeted for and what we've actually spent to date.
Yes, we are working on that actively, then has been working on the other things with the auditors, but well, good time for the next meeting.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, Councilor Burns.
Yes.
Councilor Robinson.
yes,
Councillor Buckwell,
Yes.
Councillor Recchi Trumpo,
Yes,
and a yes, that is carried. Thank you. Item 7.8 is the tax collection policy. And I have a motion the council accepts the report and passes the tax policy. And further, that any former bylaws pertaining to this matter are hereby rescinded. Moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Recchi Trumpo. Comments, questions? Councillor Recchi Trumpo.
just as I was reading this several times and now like in lots of documents and other organizations, we talk about inclusive language. So I'm just wondering, like, let's say if we look at page 3 of 6 near the top of 10, where it says the treasurer is authorized to adjust interests such as his or her discretion. Should we say, like, use other pronouns, or should we just say at their discretion or something? So we're getting away from his or her, because we don't know when the new CEO is here, how they will identify. Just a thought, now that we're putting in a whole new bylaw.
Yes, we can do, sorry.
So,
Can you tell me that?
yeah, okay, so, and I didn't go, we're like,
That's
so
okay.
page 3 of 6, right at the top of number 10, it has his or her. And then 22, it has his or her, and then
So are you okay with there?
yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm okay with there. I just think maybe we have to be more inclusive. And then I just had one more question on well, I'd say it's number 23, but it's on page 5. Okay, real tax incorporate agent. Just wondering, like, how you decide on an agent for tax sale purposes.
I asked that same question, and apparently there is only one in Ontario that is doing that work.
Okay,
And the response was if there was someone else available to do it, we could look into that, but
okay, no, I was just wondering how they were decided as opposed to like looking into it, but thanks for that answer. Great. Okay,
Thank you. So staff has taken note of those comments. Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, Councillor Burke.
Yes.
Councillor Robinson.
Yes.
Councillor Buckwell.
Yes.
Councillor Recchi Trumpo.
yes,
Yes, that is carried. Thank you. Item 9.1 are the non-action, and I have a motion that correspondence items 9.1.1 to 9.1.5 be accepted as information. Moved by Councillor Robinson, seconded by Councillor Burt. Comments, questions? Councillor Recchi Trumpo.
it's nice to get the letter from John Yakubuski saying we got those monies for the community emergency preparedness grant.
Yes.
So thanks, Cameron, for writing that. That's a positive thing. And maybe just the Galant thing with those businesses, and I'm wondering if we could just put that on our website for a short period of time.
I think it's all passed.
Oh, it's all
right?
passed,
Yeah.
okay. I was thinking June. It was a good idea, though.
Mhm.
Was that the FedGov? funding?
Yeah.
Yeah. It came a bit late.
Maybe that's why
I-
people don't access it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I got it and I was like, oh, it's already passed.
Any other comments?
Sorry, just maybe one last thing. I'd like to thank Dan, Tom, and John for sitting on the advisory committee, and it's unfortunate that they've resigned, because I'm sure they brought lots to the table, but just to acknowledge that.
Okay, so I'll call the vote then. Councillor Burt.
Yes.
Councillor Robinson.
Yes.
Councillor Buckwell.
Yes.
Councillor Recchi Trumpo.
Yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 9.2.1 is the advisory committee resignation, and I have a motion to council accepts Dan Ralph's resignation from the advisory committee to council and direct staff to respond to the decision to Mr. Ralph. Respond to decision to Mr. Ralph. So, and that council directs staff to contact the remaining committee members to determine their interest in continuing. I got a mover in a second, moved by Council Robinson, seconded by Council Ricky Schoenfeld. Comments? Seeing none, Council Burns.
Yes,
Council Robinson,
Yes,
Council Buckwald,
Yes.
Council Ricky Schoenfeld.
Yes,
I mean, yes, that's carried, thank you. And 9.2.2 is an advisory committee resignation, and I have a motion that council accepts Tom Adamchuk's resignation from the advisory committee to council and directs staff to respond the decision to Mr. Adamchuk. Moved by Council Robinson, seconded by Council Buckwald. Comments, questions? Seeing none, Council Burns.
yes,
Council Robinson,
yes,
Council Buckwald,
Yes.
Council Ricky Schoenfeld.
yes,
Yes, it's carried. Thank you. And on 9.2.3 is advisory committee resignation, and that council accepts John Wilker Blakely's resignation from the advisory committee to council and directs staff to respond the decision to Mr. Wilker Blakely. Moved by Council Buckwell, seconded by Council Burton. Comments, questions, Council Ricky.
because of the three resignations, are we gonna have to restructure the advisory committee? Are we looking at disbanding the advisory committee, or are we talking to them to see what they wanna do?
Think I'll turn to staff.
Yeah, the resolution and the first resignation indicated that we would go back to the existing members that are remaining and just ask if they're still interested in going forward with the traction of the snow drifters. The strategic plan portion has been put on hold for a little while and will go forward as it should, perhaps when the new leader's in place.
Okay.
So that's what we're recommending, is just to reach out to those folks and see what they think.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments? Councilor Robinson.
I know that it was pointed out, but just an expression of appreciation for their contribution, I think would be a good thing to do.
Any other comments? Seeing none, Councilor Burns.
yes,
Councilor Robinson,
Yes,
Councilor Buckwell,
Yes.
Councilor Ricky.
Yes,
Yes, that's carried. Thank you. And that brings us to bylaws. And we have bylaw 2024-31. Now therefore, the Council of North Algona Wilberforce enact the following bylaw. Bylaw 2024-31 to establish taxation and receivables policies and procedures. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Robinson. Comments or questions? Seeing none, Councilor Burns.
yes,
Councilor Robinson.
yes,
Councilor Buckwald.
Yes.
Councilor Ricky.
yes,
Yes, that is carried. Thank you. Item 10.2 is a bylaw to enact tax rates. Now therefore, the Council of North Algona Wilberforce enact the following bylaw 2024-32 to establish 2024 tax rates. Moved by Councilor Burns, seconded by Councilor Buckwald. Comments or questions? Seeing none, Councilor Burns.
yes,
Councilor Robinson,
yes,
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Ricky.
yes,
I'm a yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 10.3 is bylaw to amend another bylaw. So now therefore, the Council of North Algona Wilberforce enact the following bylaw. Bylaw 2024-33 zoning amendment to amend bylaw 04-97. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Burns. Questions or comments? Seeing none, Council Burns,
Yes,
Council Robinson,
Yes,
Council Buckle,
Yes.
Council Rakishonto.
Yes,
And yes, it's carried, thank you. Item 13.1 is the advisory committee to council. When I have a motion to council, accept this report from the advisory committee to council and accepts the Snow Drifters Working Group April and May minutes as presented. Moved by Councilor Buckwald, seconded by Councilor Rakishonto. Comments or questions? Certainly a lot of good information has come from those meetings and meetings with the public and, I did want to mention as well that it was nice this week that, the Buncher Cup Inc. presented, monies back to, and I hope I remember everybody. I believe it was our recreation committee, the Eganville Recreation Committee, the Girls Figure Skating Club, the boys minor hockey, and did I miss somebody?
Um,
Do we know?
The schools,
I,
the schools.
Me and Technic America.
yes.
Breakfast program that you can go
Oh,
public.
okay.
And St. James. And it was hospice entry and Shield. I don't know of the 200 sports organizations.
Okay. Appreciate that. Any other comments? Seeing none, Councilor Byrne,
yes,
Councilor Robinson,
yes,
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Rakishonto,
yes,
and yes, that is carried, thank you. So. Are there? The next recreation committee meeting is June the 10th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Has that been confirmed?
I think now it's got changed, right? Also, can we just put that on the,
We're looking at the schedule.
yeah, but
Okay.
can we just, maybe on the calendar, just say that's not there, just in case people come? And we'll say to be announced or something. Perfect.
Thank you. And the next regular council meeting will be June the 18th, 2024 at 7 p.m. And at this point, we will take a pause before we go into close to deal with one personal matter about an identifiable individual. Councilor Recchi, so
Okay.
can you come back for a minute? Sorry, we have to do the vote.
Oh,
before we close.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sorry.
That's it, that was my fault, I thought we were done.
The motion is that council go into closed session pursuant to section 239 2B of the Municipal Act regarding one personal matter about an identifiable individual. And that we would be in closed at 7:35 p.m. Can I get a moved by Councilor Robinson, seconded by Councilor Buckwald? Councilor Burnt,
yes.
Councilor Robinson,
yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Rakishonto.
Yes.
Yes, now we're closed.
Okay,
Thank
now.
you. Okay, so item 16.1 is in regards to a citizen concern form. I have a motion that staff proceed as directed in closed session regarding the identified individual and that staff be directed to update citizen confidential concern process to allow staff to resolve the concern prior to it being provided to council in a confidential manner. Moved by Councilor Robinson, seconded by Councilor Buckwald. Comments? Councilor Burns, yes. Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwald,
Yes.
Councilor Rakishonto,
Yes.
and yes, that's carried. Thank you. Item 17 is our confirmatory bylaw, that bylaw 2024-34, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council for June the 4th, 2024. Be read a first and second time this 4th day of June, 2024. And I'm gonna move in the seconder, moved by Councilor Burke, seconded by Councilor Buckwell. Be read a third time and finally passed this 4th day of June, 2024. Councilor Burke? Yes. Councilor Robinson?
Yes.
Councilor Buckwell?
Yes.
Councilor Reddish-Johnson?
Yes.
And yes, that's carried. Yep. And finally, I have a motion that this June 4th, 2024 regular council meeting adjourns at 7:58, moved by Councilor Reddish-Johnson, seconded by Councilor Robinson. Councilor Burke, yeah. Councilor Robinson,
Yes.
Councilor Buckwell,
Yes.
Councilor Reddish-Johnson,
Yes.
and yes, that's carried. Thank you all.